What about, I've heard you talk before about the tyranny of when, which, in as much as I understand it, is a convincement of yourself that, I will be happy when I get X, Y, Z. How does that interact with a person's ability to set goals?
That's a great, really good question. And it's one of the, so to go back to the tyranny of when is one of the biggest obstacles to happiness. It's one of the biggest roadblocks. So we've all done it at some point in our lives. Pretty much everyone has this when we say, I'll be happy when I've lost weight, when I've put on weight, when I've made more money, when I've got a better job, when I've found a girlfriend, whatever. And what that does is constantly delay or defer happiness. It puts it in the future, which means we're never there. Or even when we do get there, we want something else. We want something better or bigger. So what it does is contribute quite significantly and unhelpfully to a constant state of dissatisfaction and disappointment. The flip side of that, as you quite rightly said, is that goal setting is important and very helpful. So one of the things we know that does contribute to happiness and satisfaction with life is setting and working towards meaningful goals. It's a good thing to do and something we all do, most of us do, I think, in different ways. However, as you've sort of hinted at in that question, that can actually be problematic if we don't enjoy the process along the way. And this is what a lot of us do. We set the goal, we work towards the goal, fine, that's a good thing to do. But if you don't enjoy any of those steps that you're taking, then you're only going to experience happiness on occasions when you achieve those goals, and often quite fleetingly, because one of the other mistakes we often make is we work hard, we get to the goal, we achieve the goal, woohoo, what's the next one? Or, woohoo, is that all there is? So, and unfortunately in our society particularly, and I see this even more in successful people. They strive, they work really hard, they achieve something, and then they don't even pause for barely a minute before they set the next one and move on. And it's a pity, because the remedy, the antidote to that, is something we call savouring, which can be, well, there's sort of two parts. One is, as I hinted at, it's about enjoying the journey as well as the destination. I think often there's sort of
maybe it is about the journey for them, and that's why they move the goalposts as soon as they achieve
well, it can be.
Or are they
often,
not? Do you mean these are people that don't feel happy because they get there and then they move the goalpost constantly?
Well, there are some people like that,
right.
So definitely. But I think that too often those things are sort of pitted against each other. They're seen as kind of mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Either it's about the journey or it's about the destination. Well, I think it's about both. It's definitely about both. But the key really, and this is again one of the positive psychology strategies which we know is effective, is this concept of savouring, which is it's a form of appreciation, I suppose, appreciating wherever I am, whatever's going on, even if I'm not quite there yet. Well, I'm trying, I'm working hard, and this is a part of it anyway. So we know that people that are able to practice that, and that it's closely related to gratitude in a sense, tend to be happier more often for longer.
To check out the full interview, there'll be a link somewhere. I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're an adult, presumably.